Have we really done so badly in our unemployment markers? Well, unfortunately, the data says that we have done a terrible job here. And this is especially because the Prime Minister promised to create 2 crore jobs every single year.
मेरे नौजवानों, क्या मेरिट के आधार पर नौकरी मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए? आपकी ताकत के हिसाब से आपको काम मिलना चाहिए कि नहीं मिलना चाहिए? Our aim is to create jobs for more than 1 billion young hands.
According to the Black Paper, let alone creating 2 crore jobs, unemployment is at the highest in the past 45 years. And shockingly, the Black Paper says that the situation is so bad that 2 unemployed people die by suicide every single hour.
मुंबई के पवई इलाके में 24 साल के एक MBA के छात्र ने बेरोजगारी के चलते आत्महत्या कर ली।
2 sisters who committed suicide and they used their father's licensed revolver. That's because it's believed that they were extremely upset as they did not, receive any job.
According to the Black Paper, the total unemployment for all ages in 2012 was 1 crore people, which has now increased to 4 crores in 2022. And furthermore, they also point out that the youth unemployment has doubled from 6% in 2011-12 to 15% in 2019-20. Now, some people might say, bro, all of this is because of COVID, and this is a 4-year-old data. So you know what? We cross-checked all of our sources, and our data says that in 2013, the unemployment rate was 5.42%. In 2019, it was 5.27%, and in 2023, it stood at 8.03%. So regardless of how you measure it and when you measure it, we have to admit that things are bad with our employment status. And you know what? The Black Paper doesn't stop here. The Black Paper also points out that 10.34 crore people under the age of 30 were in the workforce in 2016-17. But by the end of 2022-23, the number had fallen to just 7 crore people under the age of 30 in the workforce. And to make it worse, about 1/3 of all our graduates and postgraduates are unemployed. So long story short, the Black Paper points out that there is rampant unemployment in the country. This is the state of employment in the country. And you know what, guys? The Congress further goes on to say that the government has not only failed in creating jobs, but it has also caused problems to the existing jobs as well. Now, why does Congress say this? Between 2014 and 15 and 2022 and 23, real wages rose by just 0.8% in the agricultural sector, 0.2% in the non-agricultural sector, and it was negative for the construction sector. So over the period of 8 years, while the rich have gotten richer in India, the poor in India seem to be struggling. The Black Paper argues that democracy in India is weakening. Now, how do they say that? The Black Paper implies that the government is misusing investigative agencies like ED and CBI to raid the opposition leaders. While the Congress says that only 54% of the investigations were carried out against their opposition when they were in power, during the time of the BJP, 95% of these investigations were carried out on the opposition only.
The BJP government wants to destroy the democracy in this country.
अगर CBI अपना काम करती, ED अपना काम करती, तो ये नहीं होता. तो उनको ये भी सोचना चाहिए कि किसी ना किसी दिन बीजेपी की सरकार बदलेगी.
अमित शाह जी
हाँ, क्योंकि उसके पास ED है. ED is his weapon. CBI उनके पास ही है. Income tax उनके पास.
Pretty much anybody who goes to the BJP goes there because of a particular type of pressure. Pressure from the CBI, pressure from the ED, pressure from cases.
Now some people might say, bro, that is because only the opposition leaders are corrupt. BJP leaders are not corrupt. Well, although I want to believe it, the patterns kind of make it hard to believe. Now I'm not saying this because I've got something very concrete. Just look at the patterns. And even Indian Express has recently published a chart of about 25 opposition leaders who had cases against them. But after that, they joined the BJP and 23 of them saw their cases drop. Now, I don't have anything concrete to actually point out. Like I said in the electoral bonds episode, these could be isolated events also, these could be correlated events also. But somehow they seem to be extremely worrisome, and it would be great if a government leader can actually point out or explain to the people of India what exactly is happening. In fact, if you want to know more about this argument, my friend Mohak Mangal has covered this extensively in his channel. I'll attach the link to his video in the description. Now, the point to be noted over here is that I have certain disagreements with Mohak. Mohak has certain disagreements with me. But this video of Mohak actually points out something that is very factual and is very evidently problematic. So do have a look at it and let me know what you think.